Yeah, for some reason, the light comes on when you turn the camera on. When I went to Albuquerque, right, and I left the city, went up to 9 Mile Hill, and I would imagine it's probably like that in LA, or it used to be, or Hollywood, or whatever, but it's probably not like that anymore, unfortunately, right? They've preserved that up there. Now, watch, between the time I went and the sound of my voice, there's 14 hotels up there. But when I was there, they preserved that. It's just nothing but like sand. And so you can see the city all lit up down there, and the sky looks like super closer to you and stuff. And no, like you would think, oh my God, how were you sleeping up there like that? Because apparently it's pitch black up there too. I When the sun started going down, I had a little laptop too, and then I would just get into my sleeping bag and pull it over my head. Yeah, you just pull it over your head and go to sleep and don't think about it. You're so tired too that it doesn't matter. And then the sun generally wakes you up because it comes right up and it's like right there from 9 Mile Hill. If you're sleeping on that side of your body, just boom, there it is. And then usually I would wake up before then because I needed to go down. I just probably was cold or whatever and just start walking down the hill. But maybe when I was cold, I was doing that. When I became more comfortable, I think the sun was actually waking me up. And then you go, yeah, I better walk down that hill because I'm going to fry up here. Yeah, it's not a daytime place. I know, the hiccups. Oh, God. It didn't start till I came out here. I'll have to go drink some water. But yeah, this is pretty much bedtime. And he always falls asleep before me, and he sleeps later than me, too. Um, yeah, I don't think I went to bed super early before. I think sometimes I'd take an afternoon nap for like an hour when I was doing my walks and stuff. Yeah, hopefully. Um, it's just a matter of establishing a routine and, going, can I leave you alone for 2 hours, or is something bad going to happen if I take my walk? Like, yeah, like it's just, um, I think on the 24th it'll be 60 days again, so we're going 2 weeks beyond that. Right, so yeah, like honestly, the longer the better, but it looks like with the way it's going, we'll probably be back in the city on the 4th. I'm thinking some of those people either were doing it anyway and took my advice, and I'm glad. I'm glad they got to take a trip. Yeah, just really, really glad they got to take a trip. So um, I think that that's wonderful that the carnival doing that. Okay, so like I said, um, I don't want to deter you. I know that when I spent my entire paycheck, I figured out March 1st is when I put the deposit. It was $900. Okay. So Carnival's only asking 129 or 260, I guess, depending on the day. So it got $200, even with all this other stuff, which wouldn't happen in your life, God willing. So it would take you that long to pay off $2,700, just so you know. Right, if you just went 400, boom, 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 like that. And plus, if there's two of you, right, so like some of the months it was 500, just boom, boom, boom. Especially when we were at the warming center, for some reason, there was like 2 months we went 500, 500. That's $1,000. Okay, so gotta stop smoking because that's another, for me, that's another $24 a month. So I could just go $24 a month, carnival, carnival, carnival. Right after this cruise, we're taking all that my money has to go to pay that off because, right, the airfare, I would just figure $1,000 a person, and then when you go to buy it, maybe you'll get like a surprise, and it's cheaper.